Good evening, guys. This is your sketcher girl Clarice, and we are back for another unboxing video of a watercolor palette. If you are following me on my YouTube channel, you probably would have watched the unboxing of my Winsor & Newton watercolor palette. But now we are gonna do White Nights from Nevskaya Palitra. Nevskaya Palitra is a Russian company, and I've been wanting to try this for a long time, and then I found them in Abu Dhabi when we went to Abu Dhabi last week. You can buy it from Art Hub in World Trade Mall in Abu Dhabi, and this cost me 95 dirhams. So let's talk about the box. It's very straightforward. You got the English word in here, Nevskaya Palitra extra fine artist watercolors, 12 colors, and then the other side would have the Russian version of it. On the sides you'll see a description of the watercolor. It says here that the White Nights extra fine artist watercolor series is manufactured with finely dispersed and light fast pigments. The paint structure also comprises gum arabic. This results in a quality paint, giving artists full assurance when completing important artwork. So that's just it's also on the other side it will give you the colors. It says here it would have the cadmium lemon, cadmium yellow medium, yellow ochre, cadmium red light, carmine, ultramarine blue or bright blue, emerald green or green original, green, and then umber, burnt umber or Mars brown, and a neutral black. So without further ado, let's open it up. So it says here St. Petersburg, and then it's let me measure this, 10 by 10-ish centimeter, and it's a thick box, 2.5 centimeters, and it's a lightweight plastic box. So let's open this up. Oh my gosh. So it looks different from a Winsor & Newton palette. It has this plastic thing that holds all the colors in, and these are full pans. So you got 12 colors, and the name of the colors are there in English and Russian language, and it's covered in foil. So let's slowly. I always want them to be in sequence on how I saw them initially. So it has a partition in the middle. like the foil got stuck in there, and then there's like I don't know what this is. Look, it's okay, and it got stuck in the color. So let's try to fix this. So this is how it would look like open. Actually, look at this color. It's like it's not full. It's like it kind of sank down, and then this one as well is the same. So let's see on how it performs on paper. So what I'm gonna use for the swatches would be my Stillman & Burn Alpha series wire bound, and I already prepared the swatch squares or swatch paper, and this is the swatch sheet. So I got here 12 boxes or rectangles, and then I sketched a scenery from Taiwan, and then you got the name of the color in there, Nevskaya Palitra. So we got the swatch paper over here, and then the watercolor. I sprayed water already, so we'll get a good amount of pigment. I'm using a number 5 Winsor & Newton Cotman round brush. Well, I can say that they are very pigmented. There's like just a few strokes of the brush. When you load your paintbrush, it really picks up a lot of pigment. I feel like I kind of loaded the brush too much, so the paint is concentrated. I think next time if I'm gonna do another swatch for another review of palette, then I should have a space for a diluted wash. So probably half would be concentrated and then half would be diluted. So one of the best things of having a full pan watercolor is, apart from it having loads of paint, is that it prevents damage from your paintbrush, because the angle of how you load up your brush is very important in maintaining the health of your paintbrush. With half pan sets or watercolors, you tend to dip your brush like in an angle, almost let's say 70-90 degrees, instead of loading it almost on a 20-30 degrees. So for this, we used wet on wet technique, where I wet the paper first and then I loaded up my brush and then painted on the sketch. So you can see that how pigmented the paint is when you see that cauliflower effect. I think that's how they call it, when it kind of blossoms whenever you put a blot of paint on a wet paper. Well, overall, for my first ever try of Nevskaya Palitra, I like how pigmented the watercolors are, and probably I would get a bigger palette so I could also experience the other colors. I heard that there are great colors out there that they offer,
and I've seen some of my favorite artists also using some colors from Nevskaya Palitra when they're doing their art. For the price, I can say that this is affordable because imagine you got 12 colors for full pans. For some watercolor palettes, with this price, you can only get half pan sets. So that's where I look at on pricing. So I guess that's it. That's all I can share for this unboxing and trying out of Nevskaya Palitra White Night's Extra Fine Artist Watercolor Pan Set. I hope you learned something. And if you got comments and suggestions, please feel free to comment down below. If you want to follow my creative journey, please subscribe to my channel. And I hope to see you guys in the next vlog. Goodbye.